Okay, today is B for bacon. Let me find the B. There he is. B for baking. And I thought we'd bake some fairy cakes. And I'm going to put B for blueberries in mine. You don't have to. You can put anything you want in yours. Jam, chocolate, bananas, or just make fairy cakes. But the first thing we've got to do is wash those hands. Can you remember the song for washing your hands? You remember? So it's tops and bottoms, tops and bottoms. Get those thumbs. In between. Rub your hands together. Rub your hands together. Now they're clean, squeaky clean. Now, if you've done it properly, you should have lots of butter bubbles in the basin. So you can pop them. Pop, 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 pop. That's it. So, once you've washed your hands, you need to give them a really good dry. And then we can start to bake the cakes. So, you need to know what ingredients to get first. I wonder if you can remember from when we've baked cakes before what you need. Who can remember any of them? One of them is with a F. You remember? For flour. This is the lovely soft one that we like to sprinkle. If you've got any time later, you could sprinkle some flour on the worktop and make some cool marks in it. So we need the flour. We need, I've got my pinny on in case I get into a mess. We need, anything else to make it sweet? Sugar. We need some sugar. Now, that doesn't feel as soft as the flour. It's a little bit grainy. Feels a bit like sand, a bit scratchy in your hands. Another one that would be good for mark making. Then we need what's going to make it a bit sticky and squishy. And you need it, it's an oval shape. Comes from a chicken, a lady chicken called a hen. Remember? Eggs. Now you have all had practice at cracking eggs. So you should be really good when it comes to that crack to do your egg. And the other one lives in the fridge. You haven't got it yet. It begins with a B again. And this time we get it from cows. They take it from milk and they have to mix it and churn it. What it is? B for butter. Let me go to the fridge. Excuse me, Angus. Okay. B for butter. Now we need the same amount of butter, sugar and flour. Okay? And what we need is 125 grams. Now you might have a scale that actually has numbers on it and says 1 and then a 2 and then a 5 for 125 grams. My scales are much older. Can you see? They have little lines on them. And I need to count up to one little line past the first big one. So I've got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little lines, and that makes 125 on my scales. And I need to do that first with my butter and then with my sugar. So I'm going to get my butter first. Now I hope you brought your mussels today because you're going to need your mussels. If you want to make it easier, and you're doing this later, leave your butter out the fridge for a little bit and it will make it easier. You can use any form of margarine as well, doesn't matter which one. You can do it if it's milk free. If you can't have milk, that's a call out for Emerine. Okay, so it's on the 6th little line on the scale. Let me move it around so you can see. This one's a bit of a funny balancing act. Let's see, can you see 6 little lines along? And we need that of the other things as well. So the next one is the sugar. So we need 6 little lines of sugar. So you shake the sugar in, can you see it? Woo! You can do all this yourself if you've got a grown-up with you. You just need to ask the grown-up to watch you. Okay? Then, mussel time. Okay? You've got to do something called cream it. That means you're going to mix all the butter and all the sugar together. So look, now the best thing to use is a fork. If your grown-up's got a food mixer, they might do this bit for you in the food mixer. That's not going to build your muscles up. If your sugar's jumping out, you just need a bigger bowl, okay? So don't make it in a little bowl. Remember when we were playing the bowl and ball game yesterday? We had little bowls and big bowls. For this, you need a big bowl. Okay, so all my sugar crystals are hiding now in my butter, and it's all starting to cream together, and my muscles in my arms are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Oh, can you see? It looks a bit like sticky yellow Play-Doh. Let me show you. See? Doesn't fall out anymore. There's no sugar rolling around, no butter. So we've creamed our butter and our sugar. Now the next thing we're going to add is your favourites, the eggs. Now, if you think you're going to crack them and get some of the shell in your bowl, you can crack them in a different bowl. So I'm going to do that because I'm a bit worried I might do that as well. So I've got a jug here, okay? I'm going to put it where you can see it. Let me tilt that a little bit. And I'm going to crack my egg. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Put your thumbs in. Woo! Remember how we did it? That's it. That's 1 egg. And then I need number 2. Ready? Here he comes. Woo! Now, can you remember what the yellow bit was called in the middle? Let me show you. We've got the yellow bits that are like little blobs, and that's called the yolk. And the white bit outside, which has got all the protein in for you, is called the albumin. So we've got yolk and albumin. Now we've got to whisk them up so you can't see the white and the yellow separately. You want them all to look the same. So a lot of you remember using the whisks. We used all different sorts. Remember this one? How to make it work? That's it. So we're going to put it in. And go really fast again. You're going to make those muscles big and strong. You want to get lots and lots of air in your eggs. Okay. You see, there's no blobs anymore. No blobs in there. Okay, so we are going to add our eggs to our butter and sugar mix. Just a little bit at a time. So you pour a little bit in and then get those muscles out again. Mix it all in. Whoa. Now you don't want your eggs to separate. That means it gets all lumpy. If it does, it will still taste nice when it's cooked. It just doesn't look very nice. It only happens if your ingredients, some of them are really cold. Okay. And then we're going to put a little bit more in. Watch it. And get those arm muscles. If your muscles are getting tired, see if someone else in your family will mix it in for you. Okay. Get those muscles going. And then last little bit. Okay, so we've used the eggs from the chicken. We've used the butter, which was from milk from a cow. We've used the sugar, which grows on a plant of sugar cane. So what else do we need in cakes? What do you think? Can any of you remember? If you remember the little red hen story, you'll know what else we need. Remembered? We need the flour. So I need my scales again, okay? So, and it doesn't matter if you do this all in one bowl, as long as you're not going to make any mistakes. So what I'm going to do to make sure I don't make any mistakes is I'm going to get my flour and I'm going to get a big spoon and spoon it in until it's on that 6th little line again. So can you help me count the spoons out? So we're going to go 1. Ooh, it's on 1 line. I wonder if it's going to take 6 spoons. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. So you need 6 big spoons of flour. Now, on the front of your flour is some words. Mine says plain flour, which means my cakes will cook, but they'll stay really small and flat. So if you've got plain flour too, you need to ask your grown-ups to get you some baking powder or some bicarb. And once you've got that, you need a little spoon, not a big one, a little spoon. I have my Moomin spoon. And you put 1 teaspoon, just one little one, in your mixture. Okay. Also, if you've got something called vanilla essence, doesn't matter if you haven't, again, you don't need it, but you can. This is when you put 1 spoonful of this in as well. Okay. Now, hope those mussels are ready. We've got to get whisking again and mixing. So, you need to get lots of air into this so it mixes. Now, if you mix really fast right at the beginning, your flour is going to go everywhere. And while that's fun, you're not going to get much cake. So if you want to play with the flour going everywhere, you take the flour outside to do that, okay? Then you can make a snowstorm like with the bear hunt with the flour. So you get all your flour. You can do this with a wooden spoon or a fork. It will all mix in for you, and it starts to get really, really sticky. Don't worry if you've got some bumps and lumps, because it will all come out when it's cooking. Okay, so it should look a bit like a swirly whirl. Can you make a swirly whirl shape? Now, when you've done that, one more ingredient, and this one comes in a bottle. And this one is milk and comes from a moo cow. So we need 2 tablespoons. So that's your big spoon. And you're gonna pour it on, get a grown up to help you with this bit, because you need both, all your hands. 1, 2. And then we're doing that. Now, while you're mixing the last bit in, you need to get your grown up to put the oven on for you at 200 degrees, or if it's gas, at number 6. So tell them they either need a 200 or a 6. Make sure you tell them so they know. All right, it's all mixed in now. And this is going to make you either one big cake or lots of little ones. I'm going to make lots of little cakes, and I've also still got to stick my blueberries in. So I'm going to use a cake tray with it. You could just use a tray and put cake cases on the top of it, okay? And I'm going to put my cake cases in my tray. Now, I need you to help me count with this to see how many cakes we're going to make. Now, we're going to count bigger than 10, which I know lots of you can do. But don't worry if you get mixed up. Ready? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to make 12 cakes. That's 12 little cakes. If I tilt it, you can see the cake cases. Okay? So the next bit is to get the cake mixture into the cake cases. This is when it gets a bit sticky. So you need your big spoon and your little spoon, okay? So I've got my little spoon and I've got my big spoon. This is the bit where it gets really messy, but that doesn't matter. That's what's the fun bit. So you take a scoop of your mixture, and then with your little spoon, you poke it into your cake case. Let me see. If I tilt it, then you can see it's gone in. Okay. So you've got your big one, and you're going to tilt it in. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to balance this cake tin on something so you can see better. Let me just move things around a bit. Right, if I put these up on here and push that back a bit, you might be able to see what I'm doing, yeah. So we're scooping and wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble. Blob them in. Scoop and wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble. Blob them in. Ready? Scoop. Now all the mixture should go in your 12 cakes. So try and make it so they've all got the same amount. You don't want some big cakes and some little cakes. You want everyone's cake to try and be the same. Otherwise, somebody might get a bit sad that they haven't got as much cake. So yeah. So we're going to put all 12 in. Let's get all the mixture in. And then I've got to put the blueberries in. Now, sometimes if you're doing banana or anything like that, you might have already mashed up a banana. Oh no, one of the cakes has fallen over. I don't want falling over cakes. You might have already mashed up a banana and put yours in. Or you might want to put chocolate chips in. You can do that now. You can see. Right, so all the cake mixture is in. Now, if you ask really nicely, you might be allowed to lick the bowl. Okay, so you can have a look. All the cake mixture's in. Now, what I need is the blueberries. So the blueberries, I'm going to hide 3 blueberries in each cake. So, are we ready? 3 blueberries in each cake. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to poke them. 1, 2, 3. You've got to try and hide them in the cakes. You ready? I'm going to do it again. 1, 2, 3. Hide them in there. Whoop. I'm going to do one more with you. And then you're going to know what you're doing. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to let you carry on hiding all your things in your blueberries, in your cakes. And then when you've done it, you need to get your grown-ups to put it in the oven for you. Do not put them in the oven yourself because the oven is really hot. That's it, you can burn yourself. They go in the oven for 15 minutes. If they're not quite ready and spongy, get your grown-ups to check them. Put them in for another 5. If you like them, brilliant. Eat lots of them. If your grown-ups say it's okay, you can also make them for a neighbour. You can go and knock on their door. Put the cakes on the doorstep. Step back, because we're not allowed near people, remember? But you can tell them that you've made them some cakes, so you can bring a smile to someone's face as well. Hope you really enjoy it. Bye.